first learned about responsive classroom when I was a student teacher. I student taught at a school that was using responsive classroom across the whole school. So I got a chance to learn all about morning meetings and closing circles and interactive modeling and guided discovery and all of those practices as a student teacher and within my classroom, but also I had the chance to go to a bunch of other classrooms and see other teachers and see it being used across the school. And it felt very good to me, and I learned during that year that I had gone to a responsive classroom elementary school. So what I envisioned my classroom once I was a teacher being like was very similar to what I had experienced as a kid, and then also very similar to what I experienced as a student teacher. So that was my first naming of responsive classroom and naming of some of the practices. And then it was after it was either my first or second year of teaching, we got an email from the curriculum director saying, hey, responsive classroom is going to be in town this summer, and if anyone wants to go, we'll pay for it. So my whole team, we signed up, and we all went to it. So that was my first real workshop where I really got trained and learned the what and the why and all of the pieces. Once I attended the workshop, I had some background, like why do we do this? How does it make students feel? How does it increase learning? How does it make it a better place for you and for kids? And so it sort of gave me the why of the things that I was already attempting to do. And from that, I just started collecting books. So I bought the morning meeting book, and I bought the first 6 weeks of school book, and then in 1 year I realized the end of day was really not a very pleasant time of day, and I was like, oh, there was that closing circle book, and so then I bought that. So it was just, it was sort of over time the collection of resources and learning. One of the biggest things was I had seen what responsive classroom looked like in a whole school when the whole school was implementing it, and I had also had an experience where I was sort of alone implementing it. And when I thought about what was best for kids and what was supporting my big goals around having a really safe and challenging and engaging place to be every day for as an adult and for kids, I really believed that whole school was best. And so if I could get my colleagues who I knew were just wonderful, excellent educators on board, that we could make a whole school that was using responsive classroom. When the opportunity to become a consulting teacher presented itself, what it was to me was an opportunity to learn more about responsive classroom and learn more about how I could share it with other people. And so that was really the driver for me, was how can I now share this with more people.